So we want to demonstrate EFT for physical issues, and you have something you want to work on?
Yes.
Can you tell me about it?
Oh, yeah, I guess I have to.
It helps.
I have a reflux issue. I have a hernia and it causes really bad reflux, and it's very annoying.
And when did it first start?
I've had it on and off for years, but it's usually when something, like when I had it before, it was before I left my partner, and then it went away as soon as I left him. It was fantastic. But I've had it now for quite some time. I think it's because I put on weight after I gave up smoking.
Right. So let's go to the start of it though. When you first had it, and it was when you were
In a bad
relationship and considering leaving, or just in the bad relationship?
When I was first in the bad relationship, it was really bad, and it was bad until I left.
So when you think of it when it was really bad, what was that like when it was really bad? What was the reflux like?
Well,
was it every day?
It's all the time. Like, it was very painful, and most of the time, and mostly at night.
Mostly at night.
Yeah.
All right. So talk to me about the reflux when you remember it. When it was really bad, it was mostly at night. What was it out of 10?
Or 10.
And is it like a burning sensation?
Yeah.
Like, describe reflux for me.
It's like burning, and then you wake up in the middle of the night choking because it just comes up.
And is it starts here?
There's a hernia about there.
Yep. And then
Just comes, and sometimes things don't go, like if you eat, it doesn't go down. It just comes back up.
So when you say it comes back up, in what way?
It just comes up back of your nose and stuff, and
Like as in a burp, or as in food stuff?
it's more
or
like acid.
acid. All right. Okay. Even though I remember this acid reflux,
Even though I remember this acid reflux.
and when it was really bad, it was 10 out of 10.
And when it was really bad, it was 10 out of 10.
When I was in this really bad relationship,
When I was in this really bad relationship.
and there was stuff going down that I couldn't swallow.
There was stuff going down that I couldn't swallow.
I accept myself
I accept myself
deeply and completely.
deeply and completely.
Even though my body had these symptoms
Even though my body had these symptoms
of reflux,
of reflux,
this acidy feeling,
this acidy feeling,
especially at night,
especially at night,
it was 10 out of 10.
it was 10 out of 10.
When I was in a shitty relationship,
When I was in a shitty relationship,
I accept myself
I accept myself.
and everything I couldn't swallow.
And everything I couldn't swallow.
Even though I had this reflux
Even though I had this reflux.
when I was in a shitty relationship,
When I was in a shitty relationship,
it was 10 out of 10.
it was 10 out of 10.
And I could really feel it at night,
And I could really feel it at night.
that acid reflux.
That acid reflux.
I accept myself
I accept myself
and everything I felt,
and everything I felt.
and I thank my body for the symptoms it gave me,
I thank my body for the symptoms it gave me.
and I ask my body,
And I asked my body,
what does it mean,
what does it mean?
so I can release it once and for
So
all.
I can release it once and for all.
This acid reflux,
This acid reflux.
I was in a shitty
I
relationship.
was in a shitty relationship.
I was in a shitty
I was
relationship.
in a shitty relationship.
It was worse at night.
It was worse at night.
This shitty relationship.
This shitty relationship.
The shitty relationship was worse at
The
night.
shitty relationship was worse at night.
Is that true?
Oh, it was worse all the time.
And did you work
It was
during
probably
the day?
worse at night. Yeah, I worked during the day, so I could get through the day.
When I got home,
When I got home,
towards night time,
towards night time,
I was back in that shitty relationship.
I was back in that shitty relationship.
No wonder the reflux got worse.
No wonder the reflux got worse.
All this reflux,
All this reflux,
this worst reflux,
this worst reflux.
10 out of 10 acid reflux.
10 out of 10 acid reflux.
It was worse at night.
It was worse at night.
I was in this shitty
I was
relationship,
in this shitty relationship,
and there was stuff going down that I couldn't swallow.
and there was stuff going down that I couldn't swallow.
I didn't have a voice.
I didn't have a
Is
voice.
that true?
Yeah, no, I didn't really. I was pretty, for me, I always got a voice, but I didn't have, I was pretty, he was pretty controlling, yeah.
He was controlling.
He was controlling.
I felt stuck.
I felt stuck.
Alright, see how I'm asking the question? When I have my own intuitions, I'm asking to see if it lands.
Yeah.
I felt stuck.
Yeah, I was on a mountain in the middle of Tasmania. I was very stuck.
I was on a mountain in the middle of Tasmania, and I was very stuck.
Yeah.
He was very controlling.
He was really controlling. Yeah.
Let's go back here. Even though I had this shitty relationship,
He
was very controlling.
He was very controlling.
And I didn't have a voice.
And I didn't have a voice.
And I felt very stuck.
And I felt very stuck.
On a mountain in in Tasmania.
On a mountain in Tasmania.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
And my body's response to that.
And my body's response to that.
Which was reflux.
Which was reflux.
That was worse at night.
That was worse at night.
Even though I had this 10 out of 10 reflux.
Even though I had this 10 out of 10 reflux.
When I was trapped.
When I was trapped.
And stuck.
And stuck.
In this shitty relationship.
In this shitty relationship.
With a controlling man.
With a controlling man.
And I felt like I had no voice.
And I felt like I had no voice.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
And my body's reactions.
And my body's reactions.
And I choose to process and release them.
And I choose to process and release them.
This acid reflux.
This acid reflux.
Was really bad when I was in that shitty
It
relationship.
was really bad when I was in that shitty relationship.
I felt so isolated and stuck.
I felt so isolated and stuck.
On a mountain in Tasmania.
On a mountain in Tasmania.
He was really controlling.
He was really controlling.
He was really controlling.
He was really controlling.
No wonder I had acid reflux.
No wonder I had acid reflux.
All that acid reflux.
All that acid reflux.
It was hard to swallow what he said.
It was hard to swallow what he said.
And it kept coming up.
And it kept coming up.
Burning me.
Burning me.
All that acid.
All that acid.
That I just wanted to get off my chest.
That I just wanted to get off my chest.
But it was trapped.
It was trapped.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
And the way my body reacted.
And the way my body reacted.
So I just want to look up in the book what it says about acid reflux. So everything is landing with you with that? If it's under for reflux or gastric reflux, let's see. Up there. Gastric maybe.
Or esophageal reflux.
Oh yeah. Good idea. I'll look up gastric first. Gastritis. No. Esophageal. Let's try all of them. Go to O. Sorry, it's not in the book. You can't have it.
Okay.
Hernia. Would it be under hernia? Esophageal hernia. Dash. Because there's a few different types of hernias.
True. Hernia.
Indigestion.
Here we go, hernia. Abusive relationships.
Wow.
Controlled.
Wow.
Taken advantage of. Manipulated. Exploited. Any of that landing?
Yeah.
Feeling like you're in a rut and things are hopeless.
Mm.
Or trapped on a Tasmanian mountain. Oh no, that's not it. Negative attitude. So negative in feeling stuck.
No, I was really depressed, but
Guilt, anger.
Yeah.
Feeling burdened by life.
Mm.
Frequent self-sabotage. Blocking your creative expression. That sounds just about what we were tapping on, doesn't it?
It does.
Pretty amazing, huh? So tell me about that relationship and why were you there on a mountain in Tasmania and your job and that controlling man.
Yeah, I just I was on my own with my two kids, and in Canberra, and one of my really close friends had cancer, and him and his flatmate and myself helped get him through a bone marrow transplant, and his flatmate was the person I went to Tasmania with.
So it started out as a helping thing.
Yeah, we started out as a relationship that was sort of, but it was kind of, you know, and he seemed really nice there.
Okay.
But when we got to Tasmania, he was not the person I thought he was.
And when you say that, he wasn't the person I thought he was, where do you
or
feel
maybe he wasn't the person that I thought I could change him to be. Maybe that's more. Oh, that's what I've come to think of now.
Yeah.
Like in my, not then, but now.
Yeah, but when
I've
you were
come to
there,
that point. When I was there, I thought
it was like he's not the person I thought he was.
He just changed totally.
And when you think about that, where do you feel it in your body?
In here, yeah.
Even though he wasn't the person I thought he was.
Even though he wasn't the person I thought he was.
He changed.
He changed.
And I felt trapped.
And I felt trapped.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
And all the shock.
And all the shock.
And the unexpectedness of it.
And the unexpectedness of it.
That was trapped in my gut.
That was trapped in my gut.
In my digestive system.
In my digestive system.
It was hard to digest.
It was hard to digest.
I accept myself deeply and completely.
I accept myself deeply and completely.
Even though he didn't turn out to be the person I thought he was.
He didn't turn out to be the person I thought I could make him into.
And
as you do.
And it was hard to digest.
It was hard to digest.
And my body created a symptom.
My body created a symptom.
Because of those circumstances.
Because of those circumstances.
I thank my body.
I thank my body.
For the hernia it created.
For the hernia it created.
And all that reflux.
And all that reflux.
My body was trying to tell me to get out of there.
My body was trying to tell me to get out of there.
And I wasn't listening.
And I wasn't listening.
That hernia.
That hernia.
That reflux.
That reflux.
I was surprised.
I was surprised.
I didn't expect him to be like that.
I didn't expect him to be like that.
He changed.
He changed.
He was so controlling.
He was so controlling.
He was so controlling.
He was so controlling.
It was hard to swallow.
It was hard to swallow.
It was hard to digest.
It was hard to digest.
And part of me blamed myself.
And part of me blamed myself.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't see it.
Because I didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming. And here I was trapped on a mountain in Tasmania.
With my 2 children.
With my 2 children. With my 2 children.
With my 2 children.
I was trapped there with my 2
I
children.
was trapped there with my 2 children.
I went there with a good helping heart.
Yeah. I went there because I thought it was going to be great.
I thought it was going to be great. And it turned out to be a nightmare.
It turned out to be a big nightmare.
And I felt trapped.
And I felt trapped.
And part of me felt guilty.
And part of me felt guilty.
Because I was there with my kids.
Because I was there with my kids.
He changed.
He changed.
And I couldn't change him.
I couldn't change him, no.
It was hard to digest.
It was hard to digest.
Processing and releasing.
Processing and releasing.
Everything from my body.
Everything from my body.
All that guilt.
All that guilt.
I got my kids into that situation.
I got my kids into that situation.
I didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming.
It took me by surprise.
It did take me by surprise.
Everything trapped in my throat.
Everything trapped in my throat.
That needs releasing.
That needs releasing.
I didn't have a voice.
I didn't have a voice.
So my body gave me reflux instead.
So yeah, my body gave me reflux.
I didn't have a voice.
I didn't have a voice.
I couldn't get off my chest what I wanted to get off my chest.
I couldn't get off my chest what I wanted to get off my chest.
So my body gave me reflux instead.
So my body gave me reflux.
And I thank my body for the messages it was giving me.
I thank my body for the messages it was giving me.
I'll listen next time.
I'll listen next time. Again next time.
Releasing and letting go.
Releasing and let go.
The need to have reflux.
The need to have reflux.
I choose to have a voice.
I choose to have a voice.
Even when I'm with a controlling person.
Even when I'm with a controlling person.
Releasing the guilt.
Releasing the guilt.
Around getting my children into that situation.
Around getting my children into that situation.
And feeling trapped.
And feeling trapped.
On a mountain in Tasmania.
On a mountain in Tasmania.
Releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
Of the need to have reflux.
Of a need to have reflux.
I choose to be able to get what I need off my chest.
I choose to be able to get what I need off my chest.
By using my voice.
By using my voice.
It's safe for me to use my voice now.
It's safe for me to use my voice now.
Even when I'm with a controlling man.
Even when I'm with a controlling man.
In any situation.
In any situation.
Whether it surprises me or not.
Whether it surprises me or not.
I choose to be able to voice my opinion.
I choose to be able to voice my opinion.
Releasing that trapped feeling.
Releasing that trapped feeling.
Releasing the guilt.
Releasing the guilt.
That I didn't see it coming.
That I didn't see it coming.
All the way back to its origin.
All the way back to its origin.
All the way back to my hernia.
All the way back to my hernia.
All the way back to the reflux.
All the way back to the reflux.
Letting my body know I don't need it anymore.
Letting my body know I don't need it anymore.
I choose to use my voice instead.
I choose to use my voice instead.
Even around controlling people.
Even around controlling people.
So I saw your eyes going back when I said all the way back to the origin.
Yeah.
What came up for you then?
I don't know really. Like it did take me back somewhere, but I'm not sure where it took me. Something went back, way back. It wasn't just to there.
That's why I like to throw that in.
Yeah, because I don't know where
it can be a flash where it's gone. I don't know where that went, but it went
what
somewhere.
you said though just took me back, and I don't know where I went. I honestly don't know how to call
and
it.
it can be a real flash of something, but it's a sense of that goes back to somewhere,
way
and
back.
I'm just releasing it.
It doesn't just go back to there, it goes back, way back. Somewhere.
So interesting, just, you know, we weren't really working on the actual reflux, but when we read out hernia, I mean, I didn't read out hernia first, but that's what we were already starting to talk about. So that's why I like to go to the worst time. And when was it? And of course at night, when you're away at work during the day and then back at night, that's when it's all coming up.
It's fantastic. Thank you.
So that was a good start. There might be more to work on, but you get to go and practice with everyone else.
That was really good.
Yeah, it's good.
It was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.